real estate coach Craig Proctor. I hope everyone's having a great day. Today we're going to be talking about how to actually make money with social media, how to monetize it. I know a lot of you are playing with social media and you waste a lot of time on social media, but I want to talk about how to actually monetize it, how to make money with this thing. The biggest battle that we all fight as real estate agents is we're battling obscurity. Obviously, somebody needs to know who you are before they can do business with you, right? But just because someone knows who you are doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do business with you, right? How many of you have had friends or family members list their house with another agent? They knew who you were, but obviously they didn't understand the benefit, what makes you different, what makes you unique, why they should choose to do business with you and with nobody else. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about how do you become known, how do we do it inexpensively, how do we get the word out there, and the strategy we're going to use is just being really helpful with buyers and sellers in your marketplace, like giving them really, really great information, much like I'm doing right now. Many of you tune into my stuff all the time because I give you helpful information. And the easiest way for me to prove to you that I can actually help you is just, jump on Facebook here and share with you how I can help you, right? I start helping you for free and you like it and you come back. And when you watch my content, you're automatically pixeled by Facebook. How many of you have noticed that? Okay, you start watching my stuff and all of a sudden all you see is Craig Proctor stuff. Facebook does that automatically. So let's get started here by having everyone check in. Let me know the city and state or city and province that you're in. Do that right now because we get a ton of referrals inside of Craig Proctor world. And you guys keep all the money. We're talking about the biggest battle we have is obscurity. Well, right now you've got an opportunity for $0 to type in like, where are you from? What's your contact information? If I want to refer someone to you, how would I know who you are? How would I reach you? So go ahead and take care of that as well. How many of you are using social media for education-based marketing? So I want you to think about all of the things that we know as real estate agents that the buyers and sellers don't know. You know, we're always talking about what access the buyers and sellers have to information on the internet, but what about all the things that you know really well, deep inside, but you're not sharing it with your buyers and sellers until they become a client, right? Let me give you an example. How many of you, if you met with a seller, you would give the seller inexpensive advice, things that they could do to prepare their home for sale, right? They could neutralize it. If they got purple walls, they could paint it. They might want to clean the carpets or maybe replace the carpets, do a little bit of landscaping, stage the furniture, right? So there's really inexpensive things that you would tell the seller that they should be doing. Why don't you just go live on Facebook and share that kind of information? Right? What questions do buyers and sellers typically ask you? Well, how should I select a real estate agent, right? What are the 7 biggest questions that I should ask a real estate agent before I choose one? How do I buy my next home when I already own a house? How do I pass a home inspection? How do I get the best financing? Right now, everybody's freaking out about interest rates. Well, how would I get the best financing when I'm buying a home? All of this information you have. And so you've got to get over your fear of a video because I hear that a lot from real estate agents. I don't like the way I look or I don't like the way I sound. That's pretty normal, but you just got to get over that. Just like I'm sure when you first did your first listing presentation, you were nervous and you weren't sure what to say, but you will find your voice. The more content, video content that you create, the better and better you're going to become. Now, remember what I said here a few minutes ago. 3-4 years ago, I didn't have a Facebook account. Now I've got 16,000 people following this. And my strategy is just providing helpful information, right? Like you're watching this. Many of you have watched my stuff before. And if you're here for the very first time, guess what's happened? Facebook is automatically pixeled you, and you're going to start to see Craig Proctor over and over again, whether you want to or whether you're not. Let's use that strategy for you in your business. So I want you to make a list today of all of the things that you feel really you're knowledgeable, you're confident in these subjects, and you think they're subjects that would be really helpful to buyers and sellers. Okay, and write yourself a little script. It doesn't have to be complicated. Now, you'll notice a couple of other techniques. First of all, let me ask you this. Is this making sense? Okay, smash the like button, okay, or maybe give me one of those little hearts if this is making sense, that you have a lot of information that you would share with a buyer or seller once you meet them. So why aren't you sharing it with buyers and sellers on social media, online, so you get more buyers and sellers to meet with you? Does that make sense? The easiest way for you to prove to prospects that you know what you're doing is to just help them. Just educational-based marketing. Just pay it forward and help them out. If this is making sense, hit the like button. Smash the like button. Give me a little heart. Now, I want to show you what I just did. A few minutes ago, when I said, type in what city you serve, and if you like this, smash the like button. Those are called interactions or engagements with Facebook. And the more engagement you have with Facebook, the more people that will see your content. Okay, so you'll see me purposely do things like that to get more engagement. Right now, if you have a question for me on this subject, type that question in. And the more engagement I get from you folks, the Facebook algorithm will push this video out to even more and more real estate agents. And again, everyone that watches this has been pixeled, and you'll see my stuff going forward. So, for example, I have a list of about 200,000 real estate agents that have watched my stuff over the last couple of years. If I think this is a really good video, I can push this video out later today or tomorrow to all 200,000 real estate agents. Now, this is why this is important. How many of you have noticed it's becoming really increasingly difficult to get buyers and sellers to pick up the phone? Okay, let me know if you agree with that statement. Okay, let me know in the comments below. Do you believe it's way harder today to get buyers and sellers, to get prospects to answer the phone than ever before? Okay, so this is why this strategy that we're talking about is really important. Since they won't pick up the phone, but they're on their phones, right? They're on their phones, but they won't pick it up. They won't answer the call. We want to make sure that we're in their news feed. This is how you get in their phone, right? By creating great content. So even though they're not answering your calls, they're going to see you over and over and over again. The other problem too, and let's be honest about this, we'll do a little survey right now. Let's say, I don't know, maybe you're buying your leads from Zillow, or you're buying your leads from Realtor, or wherever. If you were calling 100 Zillow leads or 100 of your bought leads, okay, your purchase leads, how many of the 100 would you actually reach on the phone? Like actually have a meaningful conversation out of 100? Let me know in the comments below. Is it 3? Is it 5? Is it 10? But let's agree it's demoralizing, right? You're paying money for leads, you're door knocking or cold calling or whatever they've taught you to do, and you're being the few that you get are usually blowing you off, right? I didn't call, I didn't request that. We've already got a real estate agent. We're not interested. Wouldn't it be better if we could get the buyers and sellers calling us, right? Since when we call them, they either don't answer or they blow us off with, I'm not interested, I didn't do that, that was a mistake. Let's get them to, how are they going to call us? Well, first of all, obviously they got to know who the hell you are, right? I can't call a real estate agent that I know doesn't exist. So the biggest battle that we fight as real estate agents, the number one reason real estate agents fail is because of obscurity. But it has to be more than they just know you, because as I said a few minutes ago, lots of people knew you last year and they did business with another agent, right? Just because they know you doesn't necessarily mean they're going to do business with you. So this was my secret. Is providing awesome information. Okay, in my case, it's to real estate agents. In your case, write the list today. Write the list of, okay, what are things I'm really good at that I really know how to negotiate, right? How to prepare your home for sale. Okay, what to look out for. I want you to pick your top 3 topics. And then you know what you could do? You could just get a sticky note like this and stick it on your phone. You don't need any fancy equipment. Just using your phone. I have made millions of dollars with this thing. Okay, and now it's weird at first, right? You're talking in your phone, especially for a guy like me. I'm used to, doing live seminars and speaking to hundreds or thousands of people. So speaking into the phone, it takes a little getting used to. So what if you did this? Pick your topic and don't write out like a script in sentences. Don't do that because it'll sound like you're reading it. You guys know this stuff, right? Like, in a way, you shouldn't be nervous because you know the topic of real estate way better than your buyers and sellers. How many of you would agree? Give me a thumbs up on that. Smash the like button. Let me know in the comments. Do you know this topic better than your prospects? Of course you do. Why are we nervous? Well, because we're self-conscious, right? My hair's not quite right. Look, this is how you show up at a listing appointment, right? People see you and they hear you when you show up at a listing appointment. You work with a buyer. You're just doing it on video. We have to get over in these insecurities that we have. So here's what I want you to do. Take your topic, write it out, whatever it's going to be. How to pass your home inspection, how to buy another home when you already have a house, how to pick an agent, how to sell. How about this? How to sell your house on your own. Okay, they're not going to sell their house on their own, but you're giving them information and now they're pixeled. Every time you go live, they're going to see your stuff. So we do this through custom audiences, right? So literally today, I'm going live pretty much every day. So let's say at the end of today, I think, this was a really good one. I can push this for about 2 pennies out to hundreds of thousands of real estate agents. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to get better and better and better at this. The ones that you think are really good, you're going to push that video out to all of the buyers and sellers that have seen your prior content because Facebook has automatically pixeled them. So why don't we do this? We know it's true. You can see what I've done. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. You can teach an old dog new tricks. I wasn't even on Facebook 3 or 4 years ago. I didn't even know any of this. You can learn this, okay? I can help you learn this. Pick your topic. The only equipment you need is your phone and start recording. Now, you could record 4 or 5 of these and you could erase them all. In fact, why don't you have that mindset? I'm going to write down my topic, write down my bullet points, and then I'm going to record a few of them. And the first one will suck and the second one will probably suck. But as you do 4 or 5 of them, how many of you agree that number 5 would be better than number 1? There's your keeper. Okay? So you're going to do this consistently. Now, here's the other thing that I do. I'm doing this right now on my business page, okay, on Facebook on my business page. I'm going to have my assistant. You don't have to do it, by the way, which is important because what I'm about to say, some of you are going to say, well, I don't know how to edit video. Neither do I. You can get someone to do this for like $10 an hour. Okay, so don't use I don't know anything as a reason. I didn't know any of it. I have good people around me that do it. I'll show you how to do this. So if I do a good job today and I really like this video, I am going to send this out to everyone that's been pixeled. It's like an invisible audience. Facebook has pixeled them. Plus, I don't have to just stick with Facebook, right? I can take this content, this video, and I can slice it and dice it. I can upload this on YouTube, okay, on LinkedIn, on Twitter, on Instagram, across all social media. So you do it once, okay, and then you repurpose it. That's why people are like, well, Craig, how you must be in front of the camera all day long. No, this is it for today. And if I really like this one, we're going to push it out to all the different media. Okay, now the best thing about this is this costs $0 for me to do today, right? Look, right now there's about 100 of you watching this. Thousands of real estate agents will watch this. There's more people will watch your stuff after you go live. So don't let that freak you out either because, in the beginning when I went live, nobody's watching and you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe no one's interested. Facebook is going to build slowly, but then you're going to gain some momentum. And the more you go live over weeks and months, the more and more people are watching it. And, you want to turn on notifications, by the way, on my page. If you're not following me, make sure you follow this page and make sure you turn on notifications. So whenever I do go live, if you like my stuff, you're going to get it. You'll see it in your news feed. Okay. And that's my mission in 2023 is What I think about all day long is how can I give you guys useful information? How can I help you? What's the idea behind this? Is if I really am helpful and I'm useful and I'm showing up in your news feed, eventually you're going to see me as somebody with authority. Hey, Craig he knows his stuff. I think Craig could help me. And some of you eventually may be Craig Proctor clients. That's what I want you to do. Here's another thing I want you guys to think about. You know, we buy the 100 leads from Zillow or Realtor or whatever, and you're calling, and we've already established today it's kind of a fool's game because you only reach maybe 5 or 10 out of the 100. If you're a superstar, if you're super persistent, you maybe reach 10 out of the 100 leads. Why are you calling them? You're calling them because you want to book an appointment. Why do you want to book an appointment? So you can do a presentation. It's unnecessary. I'm doing a presentation for you right now, right? I'm doing a pretty good presentation. I'm not sitting at your kitchen table. We didn't have to meet. We know not only does the public not want to answer the phone, especially the millennials, they don't want to have a real estate agent over to their house. Okay, I mean, that's one thing that was beaten into our brains during the pandemic is don't have anyone over to your house. And now people have gotten used to it, right? So if I talk to my son, he's 31 years old. His name is Brandon. If I said, hey, Brandon, first of all, if I call my son Brandon, he will not answer the phone and he's my kid. He'll text me. He'll say, what do you want or what's going on? But he won't answer the phone. How many of you, let me know in the comments, you've got teenagers or young adults like mine, they will not answer the phone. So in real estate, what do they teach us? We have to treat the clients the way they want to be treated. If they don't want to talk on the phone, then we need to communicate with them the way they want to be communicated with. So today, if I'm looking for a real estate agent, I'm making that selection online. Now hear this is important. The battle for who's going to be the listing agent is made online. Okay, millennials like my son Brandon, they wouldn't dream of interviewing 5 or 6 real estate agents and having them sit down at their kitchen table. They're not going to do it that way. They're going to go onto social media the same way they decide what restaurant they're going to go to tonight, or if they're going to buy a service or product, they're doing that research. You do the same thing. Guys, you are real estate agents and you don't even like it when the phone rings. It's funny, isn't it? But be honest. You're a real estate agent. You could be texting back and forth with a friend. Everything's going well, and all of a sudden your friend calls you. You're like, oh, why did they have to call me? Okay, so we have to learn to communicate with buyers and sellers the way they want to be communicated with. So here's what I'm going to recommend that you do. Now, this is huge, so don't go anywhere. What I want you to do is I want you not only to start recording great content and pushing it out on Facebook and social media, but I want you to record your buyer benefits. And I want you to record your seller benefits. What would that sound like? Well, if you were in front of a buyer or seller, what would you say if you were at the kitchen table? Because that's your mindset maybe is, oh, I need to make the 100 calls to speak to 5 so I can get to the kitchen table to tell them how great I am. No, you can do this right now through video, just like I'm giving a presentation to you without meeting them. Way more people will see your presentation if you do what I'm about to suggest. So could you tell me in 5 minutes what makes you different and what makes you better? Okay, if I was looking for an agent to represent me, I'm a buyer or I'm a seller, what would you say to me? What would you say to me in 5 or 10 minutes, right? You would say something like this. Hi, my name is Craig Proctor. I'm with ABC Realty. Hey, if you're looking to buy a home, here's a little bit about my services. This is what makes me unique. This is what makes me different than the other agents, right? You could do this in 5 or 10 minutes. I want you to record your buyer benefits and your seller benefits. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take a recording of your best 5 or 10 minutes of what you would say to a buyer and what you would say to a seller. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to email that and we're going to text that out to all your unconverted leads. Boom. Smash the like button. Give me a thumbs up, maybe a little heart. Would you agree you would reach way more prospects, would hear about your buyer benefits, they'd hear about your presentation, they'd know what you do and what makes you different and better if you just sent it out to them, just like we're doing right now. Guys, everything I'm doing is what I want you to do. I have helped create more millionaire real estate agents than any other coach, trainer, or guru. If anyone tells you otherwise, they are lying. I was the #1 RE/MAX agent in the world within 36 months of having my real estate license. I have thousands of realtors all over North America that are making millions of dollars a year. You don't have to have a creative bone in your body. Everything you want to do in real estate is already successfully been done by me and by thousands of these agents. Now you got two choices. You can either figure this out on your own, or what do you come and get some help from me? What do you book a call? It's a free call with me and my team. If someone could type into the comments below, proctorcall.com, no space, Proctor Call, last name right here, proctorcall.com. That's a clickable link. You can go to my Acuity Daytimer. Okay, why don't you do that? It's spend 45 minutes with us. We'll ask you a bunch of questions about your business, where you want to go, and we would share with you some advice on what we would do if we were in your shoes. And then you can decide, well, I think Craig would really be able to help me or not. What's the downside? The call cost you $0. You're here for a reason. You like my stuff, right? That's why you keep coming back. And I am going to keep pushing great content and good ideas, but so should you. I want to teach you how to do this. Now, if you have questions or comments, make sure you type those into the comments below. And make sure you do like this page. Okay, like this page. Turn on notifications. You can also share this. If you think this was helpful, share it with other real estate agents you know. Maybe share it with your broker. I'm sure your broker wants to help all the agents in the office. I have a class. It's probably too late for this, but it's starting in like an hour and a half. It's starting at 1 p.m. East Coast time. And it's a big call that I did on New Year's Day. I know some of you were probably on it. I offered a class that starts today, January the 4th at 1 p.m. East Coast time. It's called Your Best Year 2023. If someone wants to type that into the comments below, there's still time for you to become involved with this class. It's going to last the month of January. I'm going to meet with real estate agents every Wednesday at 1 p.m. East Coast time. I'm going to give you the ads, the scripts. I'm going to give you my buyer presentation, my listing presentation. So if someone could please type in yourbestyear2023.com. I'll say it a few times. Yourbestyear2023.com. Yourbestyear2023.com. One more time. Yourbestyear2023.com. That's a clickable link. If you go there, you can sign up. This course is normally $2,000. I offered a special New Year's Day price, which I'll extend to you right now because we got like an hour until this thing rolls, $995. That's like the best Craig Proctor offer you're ever going to get. So hopefully we'll see some of you in the class. There'll be hundreds of agents from all over the United States and Canada on this class. We're going to go deep on this stuff. I hope you've enjoyed our content here today. Let me know if you did. Let me know what you liked. And also let me know in the comments, what's going to be your big idea that you're going to talk about? Of all the stuff that you know, way better than the buyers and sellers, what are you going to pick? Let's go through a few ideas here. Okay, how to sell your house on your own. Okay, how about this? There's a lot of listings expiring off the market. Why don't you talk about how to sell a house that didn't sell the first time, right? Why do homes expire off the market? Okay, you could talk about that. You could talk about how to get the lowest down payment, lowest interest rate home loan. You have a lender you work with, right? Why don't you talk about the common legal mistakes people make when they buy or sell? Okay, why don't you talk about divorce and home sales? If you're going through a divorce, what you need to know about your home if you're going through a divorce. How about if you're a first-time buyer, what you need to know if you're a first-time buyer? Should I rent or should I buy? How about new construction? That's massively huge right now. Should I buy a resale home or should I buy new construction? You guys know this stuff. Here's the real easy one. Talk about advice, things that they could do, inexpensive things they could do to prepare their home for sale. Offer them information on that. And guess who watches? Only people that are interested in selling their house, because that's You're offering information that would really only be of real interest to real buyers and sellers. I hope you found our session here incredibly helpful today. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you again next time. Hopefully we'll see some of you in an hour or so at the class. Take care. Have yourself a great day.
This is Craig Proctor. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed that video. And listen, I've got a lot more information for you to help you grow your real estate business. You see, several times a week, I record new videos and I load them onto this YouTube channel. What I'd like you to do, if you'd like to access them, are two important things, and both are totally free. Number one is I'd like you to subscribe to this channel. You're going to see a little subscribe button for you to click on. And if you don't already have an account with YouTube, it's free for you to set it up. It's really easy, it's free, but you've got to subscribe to this channel. And the most important thing is to ring the little bell right next to the subscribe button. And that's going to let you know every time I load new money-making videos to help you grow your real estate business. So make sure you subscribe right now, you ring the little bell, and we'll see you on the next video.